viewer shared this video with us asking to remain anonymous, and we are blurring and pausing parts of it because it is so graphic. A warning, some may find it disturbing.
Naked. Holy! Oh my God! What is that? Naked. Holy! Oh my God!
This happened. A naked man spotted running around in Connecticut. This time the guy wound up on top of a car. That's at a Hartford 7-Eleven. And this time police got him. News 8's Bob Wilson with more on the latest naked chase.
The scene was out of control. That's what witnesses tell News 8. There were people all around watching as this man starts stripping, running around, yelling, screaming around his burning car.
We heard tires squealing. Then we looked outside. There's a car going around doing donuts in front of the intersection.
It happened so fast at the 7-Eleven on Park and Prospect in Hartford. Witnesses say this 33-year-old Bristol man crashed his car, it caught on fire, and then the driver started stripping and dancing on the roof, smoke pouring from underneath the hood. Mechanic Bill Arena could not believe what he was seeing.
Then he got out. He jumped on top of the truck. He jumped out. He banged on it. Took his shoes off. Then he took his shirt off. Then he took his pants off. And then started dancing and screaming.
It took police from both Hartford and West Hartford and paramedics to subdue the man and get him into an ambulance.
It could have been worse. Could have, all these intersections are so busy, could have been worse, get a lot more cars.
So the whole incident took about 15 to 20 minutes. The driver came screaming down Park Street, according to witnesses, almost hit 2 or 3 people, went into West Hartford, disappeared for about 10 minutes or so, and then came back into Hartford, smashing into this fence. In all, nobody got hurt. That's the lucky part. But we talked to doctors at St. Francis Hospital. They say they do see this on a regular basis, and it's very dangerous to treat these patients in the emergency room.
It has the potential to be very dangerous at times because it requires a lot of people to kind of subdue the person. It's not a pleasant drug.
Police believe the man was on PCP, an upper that causes hallucinations and, according to doctors, turns on all of the body's systems at once. Patients feel like they're burning up from the inside, and they overheat and frequently remove their clothes. Doctors say PCP is not on the rise, but embedded in the streets.
We just unfortunately have a regular diet of it. I would say a few patients every day have most likely PCP on board.
When officers walked up, they spotted a loaded handgun on the console. This changed the tone. The commotion wakes the trio up. They drove off, nearly hitting officers.
They're taking off northbound.
Headed westbound on Jill.
A veteran Southfield police officer makes a potentially life-saving move. He stops the stolen SUV before it busts onto Southfield Road during rush hour.
As we speak, this police chase is underway there, I believe right now in Riverside County. We just got these images. It's this white, what looks to be a Mustang overhead there, and it's weaving in and out of traffic. It's going at very, very high speeds. We're working on getting more information about what exactly the driver is being chased for. We don't know exactly at the moment, but you can see there very, very fast speeds, upwards of 100 miles per hour, cruising there on the I-10. All right, so it's moving from Riverside County now. So coming quite slowly now. I'm not entirely sure what is up, what does the driver have in store, but he is going very, very slow, and it does not look like traffic is in the way at all. So this could be something. Remember, police believe this vehicle, this white Mustang there, is stolen. That is why we are over this right now. It's about 5 after the 3 o'clock hour in Southern California. And cars seemingly coming to a standstill stop on the I-10. Not entirely sure what's going on here. And he is opening the door. And now he is pushing the car. Maybe it's in neutral. He looks like he's waving for assistance here. We're told it was a stolen vehicle pursuit. That is why police are on this white Mustang's tail. There you can see this shirtless driver just opened the driver's side door. He is pushing this alleged stolen white Mustang onto the exit ramp here. Okay, and now you have some construction worker on the 10 helping. So this is, like I said, each and every chase is different. It has its different hallmarks here, but
the police shouldn't have been that far.
Now you can see, and maybe we'll see police enter the frame here, but either this white Mustang has run out of gas, something mechanically has gone wrong, I'm not entirely sure, but this is going to present some traffic hurdles of people. Look at, there are cars behind, as you would expect, waiting to get into this other lane here. I think this is an off-ramp, or... So there's a lot of traffic now because of this. They are completely blocking this off-ramp here. And we wait for police to enter the frame at all. We know they're flying overhead. Remember, we're told this is a stolen white Mustang. And this I-10 construction worker pushing the vehicle from behind. All right, police entering the scene now. So this is a very, very bizarre situation. The shirtless driver is now far away from the white Mustang, and it looks like he is running. He is running away from the scene. It looks like he's limping. This is quite bizarre here. So police are behind. We'll see if he can get much further. He looks to be infirmed. He looks to be limping. He's without a shirt. He opened the white Mustang car driver's side door. The car came to a standstill. He got out. Viewer discretion is advised as police take this individual into custody soon. It looks like he just hopped that wall there. He's not going very fast. Police probably were going to catch up to him.
He's like fast walking. I'm going to fast.
So, I mean, there is a gas station on this off this exit ramp here. Maybe that's where he's going. Obviously, if he was in any hurry to evade police, he would be running quite fast. He seems to be limping, but kind of fast walking there. Only one law enforcement cruiser, though, responding to this. And he is making his way into this parking lot of what I believe is a gas station here. It seems like he's somewhat half putting his hands up there. But remember, viewer discretion is advised. This person is wanted for allegedly stealing that white Mustang. And so we'll see if maybe any police were waiting in this parking lot here to take him into custody. But he is kind of just moseying on along there. This is a 7-Eleven parking lot. Maybe he's going to go into the 7-Eleven. And he is. Okay, so a very bizarre end to a police chase there. Now that he is in the 7-Eleven, no doubt police won't have as much trouble taking him into custody. There are more of them coming into the 7-Eleven parking lot. We're going to stay over this scene just a little bit longer to see if they do take him into custody. Obviously, we can't see what's happening inside the 7-Eleven, but looks like more police are... Oh, he has left, and now he is running yet again by the gas pumps there, back into the parking lot. Not running very fast, might we add. Passing a Motel 6 there on the sidewalk. And so looks like he maybe took some hydration with him from the 7-Eleven as he mounts this police chase there on foot. Seems to be in some type of open, vast area there, maybe an empty, vacant lot. And police have now surrounded this vacant lot. Remember, viewer discretion is advised. These situations, once police take suspects like this into custody, it can turn hairy, it can turn violent and dangerous if the suspect does not completely and peacefully apprehend and comply. Okay, so now they're just kind of involved in this dance almost where, oh, and he has, looks like a taser drawn. And they are going to take him into custody. He is on the ground. His hands are spread eagle out there. and they are cuffing that suspect. So what an interesting end to this. Like I said, police chases are kind of like snowflakes. Each one is different. So.
Begin with a police pursuit coming to an end in Hialeah. Chopper 4 above the scene as a driver led multiple officers on a chase before barricading himself inside a home.
Well, Lauren and Elliot, there were indeed some tense moments as this neighborhood was sealed off and the SWAT team was called in. Police say this man had barricaded himself inside his home and had a weapon. Hialeah police say this episode ends as this man turns himself in at his home and the SWAT team takes him into custody. Police say the SWAT team had been called in and streets were blocked off after he barricaded himself in his home with a firearm at West 60th Street and 8th Avenue.
This all began with a 53-year-old gentleman that was suffering simply from a mental crisis. We received information from his family that this man was suffering from a crisis and that he was suicidal. This poor man was going through a lot, him and his family.
A Be on the Lookout bulletin had been issued for him, and police say his black SUV was first spotted in Miramar. Police say he headed south to Miami-Dade and got off the turnpike and was followed as he weaved his way in and out of streets, ending up on the Gratney Parkway on his way home. This is where police say they had hoped to resolve the situation.
There was no chase. What we received was information that he was on his way back to Hialeah. We wanted to keep eyes on him. We wanted to make sure that he would make it home. For us, it's always better for him to make it home so we have a controlled environment. The last thing we would want is for something to happen out in the middle of the street or especially on the highway. A lot of passerbys, people on the sidewalk, too many innocent people. We were happy with him just coming home.
Lieutenant Eddie Rodriguez expressed relief that this ended peacefully after they persuaded him to come outside.
Thank goodness for our Hialeah police negotiators and our SWAT team. They did such a fantastic job once again. They were able to convince him to come out of the home peacefully, and now he will receive the help that he needs.
Police could not say what mental health issues this man was having, but they did say he lost a son to an accident involving a gun in 2019.
A police chase ending in a violent crash, then gunfire Tuesday afternoon. Milwaukee's police chief Jeffrey Norman says officers pulled over a car with no license plates at 60th and Thurston, but the driver took off. Officers gave chase, then the chief says the driver ran a red light at 91st and Silver Spring, crashing into another car and taking off on foot.
The suspect possessed a handgun and continued to flee with a gun in his hand. Officer gave the suspect several commands to drop the gun, and the officer discharged his firearm, striking the suspect.
MPD's response captured next by a viewer on their cell phone.
Hands up your side, do it now! Look. Hands up your side, do it now! You dead as on right side!
The man lying face down, unresponsive to police. 12 News is pausing the video before it shows officers dragging the man by one leg, at one point lifting him into the air by his hands and back of his pants, eventually setting him down on the ground. In a statement, MPD says it's aware of videos circulating on social media platforms and is conducting a full administrative investigation of this incident. MPD holds its members to the highest level of integrity, and if it is determined that any member has violated the code of conduct, they will be held accountable. Earlier, Chief Norman told reporters officers did recover a handgun.
Did the suspect point the gun at the officers who were chasing him at any point?
At this time is unknown. I know that at the time that the officer engaged, there was a firearm, but at what point and where, how, that's still, part of the investigation.